Hey guys, welcome to Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews. I'm your host Boise, and let's see if Money in the Bank, the second dual branded pay-per-view of the year, can do better than Backlash. So the first match of the night was on the kickoff show, and it was the Bludgeon Brothers taking on Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. And for me, it was exactly what I wanted for a kickoff show. It was a hard-hitting match with two teams built of big guys, and they just collided. Exactly what you want. Yes, I'm disappointed that the SmackDown title was on the kickoff show. Thank you, Vince. Once again, it just shows you how much you care about SmackDown Live, and I will talk about that at the end of the bloody video, but it just shows you the theme of of Money in the Bank. So for me, I'm giving this a 5 out of 10. Good start to the show. It really got the crowd ready for the main event, the main card itself. So our first match of the pay-per-view, on the main card pay-per-view at least, was Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Now for me, good booking decision to get Daniel win yet again. This is good, but let's just hope this is it. That's the final straw. We won't be seeing D-Bry taking on Big Cass again anytime soon, because it's gone its course. It's done exactly what it needed to do. It's a mid-card feud for Daniel Bryan since he's returned from retirement, but that's it. Let's get him onto the main event scene sooner rather than later. Big Cass is definitely, in my thoughts, has elevated quite a bit. Let's just hope he's allowed to do proper promos and none of this scripted crap he's been given by the writers, because they have been absolutely terrible. So for me, again, a good 5 out of 10. Decent start to the show. Nothing to write home about, but very much stronger than what we got at Backlash. Then we had Bobby Lashley taking on Sami Zayn. Another singles match, which really, again, I enjoyed the Sami Zayn parts of this match more than I enjoyed the Bobby Lashley. Now, I'm definitely not saying that the match wasn't any good. Yes, both men performed really well. Bobby Lashley is a big guy. I expected him to win, but I was just disappointed that Sami Zayn he got squashed. And I really want Sami to be elevated to a good heel status, and Bobby Lashley, a victory over him would be a good scene for Sami Zayn right now. Even if he has to cheat to win, it would work for Sami's character. But no, he got destroyed. One hand on Sami, and that was it. One-handed pin. Disappointing for that. But again, it's not too bad. It wasn't terrible. So again, another 5 out of 10. Next up, we did have the Intercontinental Championship match against Seth Rollins versus Elias. And I absolutely enjoyed this match. I had expectations this could easily be the match of the night, and it was close to being one of the best matches of the night by far. It was definitely not the best match of the night. That goes to someone else, but definitely entertaining, really up to the atmosphere. And Seth had to technically cheat to win, which was quite cool. He did it in a way where it was quite interesting to see the commentators say Seth got pushed to limits by Elias and he had to go into his old playbook. Not very much criticising Seth Rollins, but praising how good Elias was right to the end. So for me, yeah, it was a very decent match. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 because both men just really outperformed my expectations of the match itself. Then this moves us on to the women's ladder match for the Money in the Bank briefcase, and what a match. This is exactly what we needed last year in the first women's Money in the Bank briefcase match. It was just entertaining from start to finish. Every woman looked good. Yes, there were a few botches, but that doesn't take away how good everyone. And I am giving Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair gold stars for the night. They were just out of this world brilliance. That's how good they were. Becky Lynch should have won. I honestly felt that was the right decision in my eyes. I think Becky should have won, but no, Alexa Bliss. And I was like, when that happened, I was like, I'm not angry with this decision. She was not even in my top 2 on who I thought would win. I thought it would be either Becky or Natalya, but no, it went to Alexa Bliss, and for me, well done. I was happy. I wasn't angry with that decision. I thought it was really a good decision, and we'll talk about what happens later on with Alexa Bliss, but my god, brilliant match. Ember Moon as well, by the way, guys. I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. It was a really, really good match. Well put together. Next up, if you want to slow down the atmosphere, you want the crowd to chant CM Punk or this is boring and get absolute legends getting annoyed with the crowd, then you have Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal, because yeah, every crowd really was not behind this match. It was exactly what we were expecting. It was dull. It was very boring in my opinion. It was boring. I don't understand how legends on Twitter were complaining about the crowd at this point, but for me, it was a very dull match. I really wasn't that invested. Actually, I think I went to get something to drink at this point during the match. I went downstairs, made myself a cup of tea, came back up, enjoyed my cup of tea, and the match was still going on. I was like, damn, this is a boring ass match. That's how boring that match was. But yeah, Roman won. Typical, yay. Roman wins again. But it's one of the weakest matches of the night. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10 because, you know, I do enjoy the spear because one, it reminds me of Edge, and that's about it. But yeah, it was a 4 out of 10. It doesn't matter how much you try and push Roman Reigns on a very much a Chicago crowd, they're going to turn on him straight away. Next up was Carmella versus Asuka, and I'm just going to say thank you for Danny to pointing out it's not Asuka, it's Asuka. I do appreciate, like I said, I do appreciate all the comments which are sent to me on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube themselves. I do appreciate it. It does help develop these videos better. And yeah, Asuka should have won. Asuka was the better competitor. People were tweeting saying, no, oh, Carmella held her own. She really well, my ass, she held her own. She was terrible. She is so boring and she repeats the same things. I can't understand how people are entertained by this heel tactic. Oh, it's great. No, it's not. There's a difference between being an annoying heel. At first I thought it was a good heel tactic. Then I realised, wait, it's not. It's very much boring ass. Writers don't know what to do with it. We're going to throw you a load of catchphrases just to make sure the fans know exactly what I'm going to say. And it's the same thing. The match itself should have ended sooner. It should have been a lot quicker. James Ellsworth returned. Fucking brilliant. Yes, the friggin' turtle without a shell returned, and yet no one wanted him back. Well done, WWE. It was the worst kept secret on planet Earth, but thank you. We really wanted him back. Not. And he helped Carmella win because he confused Asuka, I think, entering in her ring gear, which was, again, so stupid. The match, it was stupid. It just tarnishes what Asuka's all about. I'm giving this a 3 out of 10. I'm giving it an FU to Carmella, James Ellsworth, and the WWE writing team, because screw you guys, you ruined Asuka for me. Next up, we had the last man standing match for the WWE title, and I just don't understand what the hell Vince McMahon is playing at by putting this match not on the main event. It should have been the main event for the whole pay-per-view, but no, we had AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, and it was a damn good match. This should have been it. This just should have been the match where Nakamura won the title, in my opinion, because it was hard hitting. They were both men going all out, but it was a brilliant match. I just think you can just show this again. Just shows you what Vince McMahon thinks of the SmackDown brand right now, and it's a bloody shame because it's the best thing which is going right now on both Raw and SmackDown. SmackDown's been the superior brand lately, and yet this is how he treats the top belt on that brand and just puts it not even on the main event. Yeah, it sucks. AJ was good, Nakamura was great. Both men really outperformed each other from the last few matches. This was definitely the best match they've had. I'm giving this a whopping 7 out of 10 because I was worried it was going to get competitive, but it was really, really well put together. Both men did well. AJ's kick to the balls to Nakamura, then the phenomenal elbow to win it. Just entertaining from start to finish. Absolutely loved it. Well done, guys. You just proved me wrong. You were good. You were fantastic. Then we got Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax, and I'm giving Ronda Rousey praise. Yes, this is right. I've not been in Team Rousey's favour for quite some time, and her promos have been crap. Her, interview skills have been crap, but her in-ring skills have been good. So I can't complain too much. She felt like she was in place. Yes, there were a few mistakes here and there. Both her and Nia Jax made mistakes. It happens. But it was entertaining from start to finish. I keep saying, from start to finish, this was insane. It was entertaining for me. It was well put, well done. It looked like Ronda Rousey was about to win, and Little Miss Bliss comes out of nowhere, attacks both women with the suitcase. Ronda wins by DQ, by the way, and then she cashes in on Nia Jax, and Alexa Bliss is now the new Raw Women's Champion after winning the Money in the Bank suitcase match. Again, this was exactly, to be honest, yeah, I'm happy with this result. I'm happy with how it's gone. I think, yeah, it works well with Alexa's character. She's pretty much, I'm going to win this, and then I'm going to automatically cash in because I want my belt back, and it works. She allowed Ronda to beat the crap out of Nia Jax, which is believable. Both women had a really good match, and if Ronda had won, I could see Alexa Bliss cashing in still on her. So for me, the whole match, I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. It was really, really, really good, and it surprised me how well both women performed. And then this takes us to the men's Money in the Bank suitcase match, the main event of the night. I can't complain. It was really good. It was entertaining. Braun Strowman is brilliant, and if you hate Kevin Owens, this just shows you how important he is to the company. He was brilliant from start to finish. He did exactly what he needed to do. He was the linchpin for the whole match, in my opinion. The Miz was good. Kofi Kingston being selected by the New Day, where everyone's like, oh, it's going to be Big E and he's going to get it. I honestly thought it would be a SmackDown guy. I thought it's either The Miz or Samoa Joe who was going to win. Braun Strowman did win. Am I angry or disappointed? No. I think I want to see how they use this with Braun. Could he be pretty much hitting people with it all the time? He doesn't really need a weapon. His arms are pretty much weapons themselves. But does this mean if the rumoured Roman Reigns versus, Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam happens, could we please see Braun Strowman cash in and win the title off Roman so we can get it off Brock? Braun can hold the title for a while because he deserves a proper title. And yeah, I think everyone just had really good. I think Rusev was good. I think Bobby Roode was good as well, and he was, for me, the weakest guy in the whole match, and yet he was still really well put together. Finn was fantastic. The Miz was entertaining. Kofi was just doing what Kofi does best. Samoa Joe was brilliant, and like I said, Kevin Owens was just the linchpin. Rusev, he's Rusev, innit? It's every day is Rusev Day. And Braun Strowman, he wasn't in majority of a match, but when he was involved, he was like a wrecking crew. For me, this is a 7 out of 10. Well done, guys. Well put together. And there you go, guys. That's my Money in the Bank 2018 review. Well, yeah, it just pretty much, I kind of feel that SmackDown got screwed over a little bit more than Raw this time around yet again. I don't understand how Vince is booking this. Yes, both competitors are coming from Raw. He wants that to be a mainstay on Raw. It's the Money in the Bank suitcase. That's fine. We can live with that. I can live with that anyway. But yeah, it was a good pay-per-view. Very much stronger than what we got at Backlash. I think every match really worked together, apart from the Carmella and Roman Reigns match. I think those 2 matches were the weakest out of 10 match. We had 10 matches and only 2 were bad. That just shows you, that just shows you something. Everything else either was okay or really good. For me, I'm going to give this a final score of 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, Money in the Bank is one of my favourite pay-per-views, and I'm glad it didn't get destroyed last night. But yeah, I want to hear what you guys thought. Who did you think had the best match of the night? Did you think it should have been someone else who won the Money in the Bank suitcase match? Leave it in the comments below and give me your scores for the night. Tell me what you thought. And if you want to follow the channel on Twitter, you can. It's at Smack Talk YouTube. That's YouTube. And if you want to follow me on Twitter as well, you can do as well. I'm at Boise88. And I'll see you guys next time on Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews.